Hey there, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for hanging out with me today, where we're going to be checking out a really cool tool storage solution called Hive Keep. I love the way that these look. It grabbed my attention when I first saw them online, and Travis and Mel were so cool to send this out to me. What's so cool about this solution is that it was created by an artist for other creatives, right? For other artists, for people who use tools, paints, pens, pencils, any of those things as a way to both creatively and functionally organize your life. Using the little honeycomb cells, you can put anything you need into them. And my little stationery storage over my shoulder here, it's time to upgrade it. I've been using that for a while, but what I don't love is that I can't take it along with me. If I want to grab certain pencils, I have to grab the whole bunch. What I love about the Hive Keep is that you can actually take this as a full system with you wherever you want. You can also attach these to the wall or put them on your desktop. I'll talk about all the different ways that we could potentially use this. I keep going back and forth in my own studio here, like, do I want to put it on the wall? Do I not? And what's cool is that even if you do put it on the wall, you can still take it off of the holder and put it wherever you need it on your desktop. So let's go ahead and unbox Hive Keep. I'm really excited about this one. I'm super excited to get right into our unboxing today. So let's go ahead and take out everything that's inside of here and have some fun. We have some directions. We have our Hive box, some other goodies, some stickers. I love stickers. All right, so that's everything that's in here. So let's take a look. Should probably read the directions first because I always feel like that's super important. Thanks so much for buying your Hive Keep. We truly hope you find it as useful as we intended it to be. Before you install and start them, here's a few tips to keep in mind. Play around with them to get familiar with all the possibilities. That's what I think I'm most excited about with this, is trying different configurations of it. Just like a good pair of shoes, they need to be broken in to feel and function at their best. Okay, I'm guessing that's like putting these things together. We've included 8 foam inserts. They can be used to protect your pencil tips, sharper tools, or to raise or shorten items. These are probably these right here. So don't throw them out. Super important. You'll also find 8 silicone foot pads, perfect for preventing Hive Keep from sliding around on your desk. These are probably it right inside of here. If you're taking them on the go, just stick them in your Hive Keep bag. I'm going to assume that maybe that's inside of the box. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and contact Hive Keep. Sincerely, Travis and Melanie. All right, I'm way excited for this. So let's check out everything else. We got the box, we got some stickers. These will be going up on the sticker wall for sure. We have directions, we have the inserts. We have the hardware. So one of the cool things with the Hive Keep is you can actually attach this to your wall if you want to. So these are pretty cool. So those can go inside these if you want to protect the bottoms or even raise things up. So we'll be playing around with those. Here's the hardware. Here are the sticky feet so it doesn't slide around. All right, and then there's your template for the wall holder. And let's go ahead and try and see how things work out. Oh, we also have these here too, which I think are just some rubber bands. I'm assuming maybe for just kind of keeping things together. I didn't realize that this was also like a travel case, or could be a travel case. I thought this was definitely like a at home or at studio type thing. So let's go ahead and go into the box. Take a look at the goods. Oh. Here is the bag that they were talking about. I guess we should also look at the box itself too, just so you know what you're getting inside of here. So this Hive Keep comes with 2 tops, 2 bottoms, as well as your bracket and the hardware. This says that this one is white, but it also comes in some other colors as well. Keep organized, so you have all the different ways that you can line this up. Snap them together, stack them, carry them, 6 compartments per set. Countless uses, endless possibilities. Combine as many sets as you wish. How cool would that be to have like a whole Hive wall? Wall mount, tabletop, easy to install. And that is what it can look like. So very excited. So we got this cool bag here, so reusable bag if you want to take it along with you. Like it said, I never did think about this as a travel bag or a travel item before, but we will take a look and see exactly what that means. So here are our hives. So here is the wall bracket. So if you want to attach this to your wall, you can, and then the hive kind of hangs out on here but sticks out on your wall too, which looks really cool. And then we have the hives as a whole. So there you go. So kind of like tops and bottoms here. That's super cool. And then each of these is a separate piece. So you'll see the way that these hold together or snap together, you kind of have this groove that's inside of here. And that's how they'll hold themselves together. So if you pull them apart, then you have individuals here. And then you have these inserts, which if you want, can fit inside of here. So this can, as they were saying, if you have pencils and things like that, and you want to just kind of protect the bottoms, whether it's the bottom of the hive itself, or maybe you have a sharpened pencil and you want to just make sure it has a soft place to lay so that your tips aren't breaking, those exist, so you can put them in there. They also talked about this as travel cases. So I, again, did not think about it as that, but if you wanted to, you could put items inside of here and then travel along with them. So let me just grab, like, say I'm taking a bunch of pencils with me somewhere. I would probably put those in there. Let's see if everything fits, even with that container on top there. All right, totally does. So that all can stay right inside of here. And as I was saying, I bet you these little rubber bands are probably to help keep your things together if you are traveling with things. And that way they're not rattling around too much inside of there. So that's all pretty cool. Never really thought about it. Again, my main use of this is going to be for on my desk and at home. But now I feel like I have whole new options when I'm traveling or if I'm going somewhere for a long period of time and I want to bring my materials with me. So the whole system is modular, and however you want to use this, you could certainly just use this on your desk as is and just have like a long trail of these if you want to. But the real big thing is that these snap together and become any type of shape that you want them to be, which is really cool. So you saw me pull them apart. Let's put them together. I think there's probably a few different ways that you could accomplish this as you're doing this. I think the first and most important part is that you're doing it the right way. So the way that they're going to snap together, you'll see here, is that they kind of have this like tongue and groove type approach here. Now you could try to slide them in here, and that's not exactly easy to do. So I like this idea of snapping them together. That just makes it so much easier. So what's cool is, I guess, as long as you have two of them connected, you can really build out whatever you want here, but they have to be connected somehow, right? Like you can't have a freestanding one just hanging out over here by itself because it has nothing to hang on to. So I think the configuration of however I'm going to put this thing together is going to be really important, because we want it to all fit together and be a big happy family. What I need to make sure I'm doing is, there we go, is making sure that like the grooves match up, because when you hold it this way, you just have two, I'll call them the tongues for lack of a better word. The tongues are touching. We want the tongue and the groove to be together here so that you can easily snap those together. There you go. So this could be a configuration. What I love is that I could stand this sucker up if I wanted to, and it's probably hard to like see. I'll put this up on a wall so you can actually see what it looks like, but this can really go any way that you want. I could stand it up like this and have this really cool area just kind of fan out here on the side. I could stick it like this and kind of have a pillar up here on top. And then I also have the stand here, so if I wanted to put it on the stand, we can make this action happen as well, so it can sit on a desk and you have everything at an angle versus it being flat up. Now also, when I have this up against a wall, my hive is going to look like this too. So let's actually go and flip over to a wall so we can see what this might look like. I'm back and forth on whether or not I actually want to put this on a wall. Again, I kind of like the way this looks because I can sit this wherever I need to. Everything's on an angle, and I think it's probably going to work best, especially when you have pens and pencils and things inside of here. The angle will hold them in. I really love the idea of standing this thing up, and actually let's give it a try and see how it will work in a few different configurations. If I have it standing up like this without the stand, and if I have it on an angle, what works better, and then we'll also get a look at what it looks like on a wall. All right, so this is the wall that I have on the back behind me. And if I was gonna put it anywhere, I probably would maybe replace this with the hive so that you can see it better, but I just put this shelf up, so I'm gonna leave it right where it is. This is why I think I'm gonna lay it more on top of the desk that's over here. We'll take a look at that in just a second, but I do wanna show you how my configuration might look like if I did put it on a wall itself. What I love about the Keep is that it really is modular in any way that I want to use this. You saw for a hot second what that looked like or could look like on a wall. I think it would be amazing just to have like a full wall of these. How cool would that be? But what I really think I want from it is probably going to be a setup similar to this, where I have it on my desk and I can have all of my items inside of here. It's something that I love because I think is a feature piece. You definitely want to look at this. It looks very cool. It's what caught my attention when I first saw it. But I also like that I can just pick this up, take it with me wherever I'm going. If I want to lay it flat, I can. And it's probably how I would likely work if I was like taking this upstairs to do something or needed to go somewhere with it. But if I'm down here in my studio, I think it would be super great just to be able to have this and then set it up in some way to have it just kind of displayed out at a time. You can have it on the angle if you want to. I also saw online that they have feet that they're going to be coming out with soon, but you can also just have horizontal storage with this as well. And just with the configuration that I have right now, looks pretty damn cool, I feel like, because I could really stand this up almost any way that I wanted to, and it would look super cool. One of the things that I mentioned I'm going to be doing is replacing what is back over here. I've had this storage solution for a while now. I actually did a video setting up this a while back because I had so much stationery and just kind of nowhere to put it, and I like to have my stuff out. But I'm going to replace this current solution with the Hive Keep because, like I said, I want the ability to be able to have it here, everything, and then take it with me, whatever I need to grab real quick. So as I'm starting a live stream, as I'm starting a video or a YouTube video, I can just have this with me kind of off screen if I need to, and all my materials are right here with me. I do have my art cart. It does have a lot of the things that I like to use a lot of, but they're easy at reach, but I don't always have that with me, and I can't take an art cart with me up the stairs, but I definitely want to be able to take my items with me as I'm traveling around the house. One thing I did want to check out is how well things actually stay inside of the Hive Keep as we have this set up, because I think that these taller ones that have the extra rim on them here will probably hold things really well because they're longer, but I would get a little bit nervous or more nervous about the smaller ones just because I don't feel like for a pen or a pencil it would really stay inside of there. I'm sure these also come in really handy too, because with some of these taller ones, if I want something to poke out a bit more, I can stick that down in there and that way it'll come up. I do have a handful of smaller pens or like markers that need a bit more height, but I could also choose to put them in the smaller one too. So let's try it out real quick. Let me just grab these really big gel pens that I have here, because height-wise, they match a lot of what I have. Let's see some of these gel pens down here, which are probably right about that same height. So if I have my thing set up like this, how cool does that look? I mean, come on, that's amazing. You pop those in there, and they hold in pretty well. Any way that I hold that, they'd be hanging out. I still would get a little bit nervous, I think, just because they're not like really secure. That's why I think I want things on an angle here. But if I put them inside of one of these shorter ones, they don't really hold up as well, right? Or at all, really. But as I'm looking to do. If this was sitting back like this, there wouldn't be an issue. What could work inside of these could be these small highlighters that I have. That height actually works really well for these smaller pod sizes. Or I could stick one of the little hexagon height extenders inside of there and have that come out just a little bit more. All right, this is the way that I'm going to set it up for now. I think that it should hold pretty well. None of these pens or anything are super heavy that if I put them over inside of here that it would throw this whole thing off balance. And because I'm going to have other things over here too, I don't think it'll be a problem. I think this setup looks the coolest. Definitely neat, very sci-fi-ish. It's exactly what I'm looking for inside of my new pen holder. So let's go ahead and drop these things in here and see how things turn out. All right, so for right now, this is what I think I'm going to go with. I still have some other things I need to reconfigure, but overall, I was able to take, and I still have some stuff in here that I don't want to transport over here, like glue sticks and lead, but I had a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. I had 8 of these things here that I was putting everything back here. And as you can see, you know, they work okay. They had some storage space. They were a little bit smaller, but I couldn't easily pick these up and take them with me, right? This definitely was one of those things where like it stayed there. I would grab things out of there if I needed them, and if not, like I left them alone. But now what I love, actually move a bunch of stuff out of here because this is like a new feature, right? Like that's what I love about this thing is it isn't just like a pencil holder now. Like this is a work of art. This is a feature that I have now on my desk, which I'm so excited to have back over here. And now I have to like rethink everything and grab like 4 more, or like maybe at least, I don't know, 1 or 2 more of these sets I think would look super awesome back here. And just like keep connecting these and having some fun. But what I love is what's going to happen right now, which is, hey, I want to go do something. I can take this off of my stand and now take it back over to where we were. And I can just set this right here and have all of the things that I need for whatever I'm taking on. And if I wanted to bring the stand with me, I totally could as well. But if I wanted to also, and this is what I love, I could just take certain pieces. So something I might think about doing as I continue to play around with this setup is maybe organizing by stationery type. So if I just want to take fine liners with me, because I have so many of them, I most certainly could. Or if I wanted to focus on just taking pens with me, if I wanted to, I could. So there's a lot of different options that I could take on here with how I want this to be organized. But nonetheless, I'm so incredibly excited that I have this now and that I can come in and out whenever I want, snap these together, create a new setup, whatever I'm in the mood for that day, that week. Because I changed my mind so much, this is why this is like super perfect for me. It's going to be super fun. I absolutely love stationery organization, and this just fits every single piece of what I love and what I get so excited about. And you have to admit, it looks pretty damn cool back there. I'm really excited to continue to build on this. Now that I have my first Hive Keep set, I'm like, okay, what else can I get? How many more hives can I get? And put them all together to create this ultra mega hive of stationery awesomeness. Like that's what my brain's doing right now. If you want to find out more information about Hive Keep and the other products that they have available, you can check that out on their website, which is hivekeep.com. And you can also check out their Instagram. That's where I found them. That's where I fell in love. That's where I love seeing these different setups and different configuration. You can check them out at Hive Keeps and give them some love because this is a very cool product. And I'm really excited to continue to watch them grow, but also watch my own hive grow because I'm going to be picking up more of these. I'll check you out very soon. Thanks for hanging out again today, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.